from a OEM standpoint, if you look at TVS Electronics, we've been in the POS segment for almost 2 decades now, and one of our major focus segment is restaurants. And within restaurants, if you look at, we service large format, fine dining, QSR, takeaway counters, and so on and so forth. So multiple formats we cater to. So to answer your question, today if you look at some of the challenges faced by restaurateurs when it comes to billing, is that, see, some of the restaurants, they have a proper IT team, they have a CIO or a CTO who will be in a position to tell them the right kind of configuration based on the kind of volume of business they are doing, the kind of number of receipts they are printing in a day. But most of them don't have a proper CTO or a CIO. They outsource technology from a third-party vendor, and most of the time they happen to be probably a expert who does the interiors or the electronics part, the wiring part. So when left to them, what happens? They put them onto, or they refer them onto a brand which they are aware of, which they know, and probably they'll go for a low-cost brand. And where the problem starts to kick in is the moment they have a software which they already been using for some time, and when a new hardware comes in, there is a compatibility issue. So when they call the software company for a resolution, they will blame the hardware. When they call the hardware company for the resolution, they'll blame the software. So the cycle is vicious and it keeps going. And more often what happens, they just completely dump the hardware which they've invested on, and they go and again source another hardware. Again the problem starts to kick in. So where we step in is that we provide a complete end-to-end solution where we just don't deliver hardware. We look at the use case, we understand the volume of business and the kind of size of hardware they want, and we also integrate software, and we have tie-up with top software vendors today, billing software vendors. So, and those softwares are tested with us and they're compatible with our hardware, and they just start working from day one without any problem. It's almost like a plug and play for them. And then we have a very strong tech support team, pre-sales support team, and then we have a very strong pan-India service network. So even if in the rare event if there is a problem, we will address the call flat within 8 hours based on the volume of business, and we will ensure that there is almost zero downtime for the business, because retail counters, whether it is restaurant or any format of retail, downtime is a major problem, and we'll ensure almost nil downtime. So this is where we step in, and this is how we are addressing currently the problem of restaurant industry. And one more area where we address is that we have different form factors, starting from, like you see, if you can pan the camera, you will see, starting from a large touch POS screen to a complete end-to-end printer versus a touch POS in the same device. We have handheld, different forms of handheld machines. So, and even the restaurant where there's a space constraint, they can accommodate this form factor as well. So this is where we step in from an end-to-end solution, including hardware plus software, different form factors, and a proper service backup as well, which we have. Absolutely, I will not be able to give you a forward-looking statement, but yes, definitely, we are looking at a large, we have a huge roadmap. We have a large roadmap where we are going to go very deep into retail, different formats of retail, small format, unorganized, medium, large format retail. We are looking at how we can enhance customer experience. So a lot of self-servicing kiosks, and how we can integrate technology which will help checkout for customers, make checkout much more easier for customers. So those are the areas where we are looking at across retail formats. And of course, how do we look at integrating payment gateways? These are also some of the things which we are working on. And then now we have a dedicated R&D office set up in Bangalore, where they are actually doing a lot more in-depth work and trying to see how we can look at very, very radical solutions, futuristic solutions for the retail industry.